Just when you would think Silicon Valley tech companies couldn't go any lower, they come right back and outdo themselves. Although Easter Sunday, which arrives on April 1st this year, is the official end of the Christian Holy Week, which commemorates the resurrection of Jesus Christ after being crucified, and is also undeniably the most important holiday in the Christian religion, it doesn't seem to show up on the most recent Apple iOS update. Easter Sunday has always shown up on all Apple iPhone updates, but this isn't the case for some users of 11.2.5, which is the latest version of iOS. But what is even more disturbing is the fact that Juneteenth, a holiday celebrating the abolition of slavery in Texas, Flag Day and Indigenous Peoples Day all appear on the new version. If you're using an Apple iPhone and you have updated to the latest software, then check your calendar. Here's what my phone looks like when I view the calendar. I'm on the latest iPhone software, and you'll be shocked at the results. There's no Easter. Although Christianity is the world's largest religion, Silicon Valley seems to have declared war on all its followers. Not to mention that in the World Clock app, Jerusalem isn't actually labeled as being a part of the nation of Israel, although it is, in fact, its capital. It's nothing new to see tech companies take jabs at the Judeo-Christian faith. They hate us, but they seem to love Islam. Especially the Open Borders Apple CEO, who is openly gay. For all the smarts the man has, apparently he isn't familiar with what happens to gays in nations which practice Sharia law. The truth is, I have never bought into the idea that these people hate religions that aren't Islam. What they hate is America and patriotic Americans. They hate our laws and customs. If they could change us, they would come without hesitation, which is why they insist on bending over backward to bring in foreigners who work for a fraction of the pay Americans have to make legally. I would say we should all boycott Apple, but seeing how Google and Microsoft are, what alternative do we have as far as decent phones? Here comes the Apple versus Android debate. Fox News reported more information on the case of the missing Easter holiday. Easter Sunday, which arrives on April 1st this year, is the culmination of Holy Week, commemorating the resurrection of Jesus Christ and the most important holiday in the Christian religion. However, it's absent from some Apple users' iSL calendars. There are other holidays on the US calendar, such as Juneteenth, a holiday celebrating the abolition of slavery in Texas, Flag Day and Indigenous Peoples Day, that appear. Easter Sunday shows up on calendars for iPhone users running versions 11.2.2 of Apple's iOS operating system, but not some users of 11.2.5, which is the latest version of the OS. However, one user said Easter showed in their calendar. The default setting on iOS devices is for US holidays, which shows holidays such as Thanksgiving, Christmas and Independence Day. However, there is an option to add alternate calendars, including Chinese, Hebrew and Islamic. But Christian is absent from this list on iOS 11.2.5. According to Pew Research, there were 2.3 billion Christians around the world as of 2015, making it the world's largest religion. Additionally, the Hebrew calendar does not show major religious holidays such as Yom Kippur or Rosh Hashanah, but does show others, such as Tishri and Heaven. It's unclear if the missing Jewish holidays and lack of a Christian calendar are a software glitch or an oversight on Apple's part. Apple has not yet responded to a request for comment from Fox News. News of the missing Christian holidays first appeared on an Apple discussion board. Most people didn't notice this was missing because we're about a month and a half away from Easter at the time this article was posted. The only people who seemed to notice were people who were entering travel dates and planning the holiday in advance. Some American families use the Easter holiday to travel and visit other family members and share their holiday together. People who were planning business dates or other events in the future also noticed it. Some people also wondered if this was Apple's April Fool's joke, but that wouldn't be a very American joke to do, as a significant portion of the Apple customers are likely celebrating Easter. There would be a much better way to craft an April Fool's joke, and we're sure that Apple has at least one person in their company who can think of something hilarious. Did you check your phone? Do you have Easter on your calendar? Share your comments on this page to raise awareness. For the web powered by Zergnet, this figure skating move was too provocative for the Olympics. Olympic figure skater handles wardrobe malfunction perfectly. The real reason you don't hear about Leanne Rimes anymore: snowboarder breaks his neck in terrifying crash at Olympics. Here's who Jackie Kennedy thought had her husband killed. The letter JFK wrote to his lover a month before he died.